Welcome back to Terraria Supermodded Edition, Weapons, Accessory, Armors, Highlights. What we have today, the Sponge. Very corny name, I will admit that. But there's a reason for the name, and we're about to find out. So let's jump right on in. We are back to Terraria, and we got the Sponge. Let's get this little bugger picked up. Alright, the Sponge is a 20 defense equipable. 50% increased mining speed and you emit light, 18% increased damage reduction and increased life regen, poison, freeze, chill, frostburn, venom immunity, honey life regen with no speed penalty. Most bee/hornet enemies and projectiles do half damage to you, but if you're an expert in revergence mode, no matter what, it's gonna hurt. 120% increased jump speed with 12% increased movement speed, plus 30 life and mana. Keep in mind it is an accessory. Standing still boosts life and mana regen. Increased defense and damage reduction when submerged in liquid. Starting to see a trend here with Calamity and under the water. Enemies take damage when they hit you. Taking a hit will make you move very fast for a short time. You emit a mushroom, spore, and spark explosion when you are hit. Enemy attacks will have part of their damage absorbed and used to heal you. That last part is why it's called the Sponge. Now, this accessory is quite literally fairly okay. All those effects, and you look at it and you're saying, what? It's only okay? But it gives you 20 defense. It's got all this stuff. I'm like, but there's better accessories. I know this. But to jump right in, to make the Sponge, you need the Absorber, the Ambrosial Ampoule, 15 Cosmolite bars, and 15 Photoplasm. Again, a trend, and it fuses two items' effects together and stacks them. However, the Sponge is a material. So what does that mean? What does it go towards? It goes towards the Colossal Soul. Colossal Soul has a reflect of 50% damage to attackers. That's why. That's what it does. If I had to be honest, the Sponge is easily better than the Colossal Soul. Colossal Soul's good, but not as good as the Sponge by itself. I mean, the Sponge overall is fairly better than that in terms of what it offers you for effects. The only downside is gives you almost unlimited zones to place blocks and mine. But at least you glow, right? And don't forget, you need Drayden's Forge for this, and it is a Calamity Mod item. The Sponge. Well, let's go and equip it. Boop! Now, as you can see, I'm glowing. Now, let's test it to see what kind of damage I can take. Hi. See that? When it hit me, it activated an effect. Basically, as soon as it hit me, enemies take damage when they hit you. So, let's go up again. I keep hitting that. Alright, we're going this way, and we're going to go ahead and deal with these. Geronimo! Seeing that? As soon as they hit me, they take damage. Yep. That is the Sponge. But if I had to say, the Sponge is superior to the Colossal Soul in terms of that. Colossal Soul doesn't give a lot of effects even close to rivaling that. I mean, I know there's additional effects on this site that you can read that haven't been added because there's just so much text with Calamity Mod items, but the Sponge is a very good accessory, but it's not the best accessory to use. I mean, this is really good if you make a healing build and the alchemic build. Stacking this with your honey life regen with the no speed penalty, I mean, you can't really beat that. That's phenomenal. But that's the Sponge right there. Goes towards make the Colossal Soul, and it is part of Calamity and builds Fargo's mod item. Lip pop. Amazing how Fargo's is multi-modded now. Gotta like that. I wonder if it's the same mod designers. Who knows? But that is the Sponge. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment if you guys want to see more. Let me know what you want to see. And also, remember, the Sponge is better than Colossal Soul. My personal opinion, it's easily better. But it's just all a matter of perspective on what you want to use. But thanks again for watching, and that is all.